Hi there, Natalie Rose Martin here, and in this video, I want to go over a small business compliance measure that is being requested of folks this year. So, you may have seen this document, the Small Entity Compliance Guide, Beneficial Ownership Information, Reporting Requirements. So, a friend shared this document with me and asked for my perspective about how to move forward for his situation. And as I'm sure most folks who come across this document do, I experienced a little jolt of fear, especially because right down here it says Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, US Department of the Treasury. So the reporting requirements are valid as of 2024. And I just scrolled right through most of this to get to chapter 1. Does my company have to report its beneficial owners? Not all companies are required to report beneficial owner information to FinCEN under the reporting rule. And we want to find out if my company is a reporting company. And they have this handy dandy chart right here. So, under what law was the company created or formed? So, if you have a trust and the trust was established in the US, you could go here. And if the trust was established as a foreign grantor trust, then you could go to this side. Now, if your company was established within a trust, the answer to this question, is the company a corporation, would be no. If your company was formed within a trust, the question, is the company a limited liability company? The answer would be no. And if your company was formed within a trust, the answer to this final question, was the company created by the filing of a document with the Secretary of State or any similar office under the law of a state or Indian tribe? The answer would be no, which means you do not have to report. Now let's look at this side. If you had a foreign grantor trust, has the company registered to do business in any US state or tribal jurisdiction by filing a document with the Secretary of State or similar office of the state or tribe? No, not a reporting company. So this is super simple if your company is held by a trust. And I see this as one of the major benefits of operating in the private with a company that is held by a trust, because we do not have to register, file, or report. There is no registering, filing, or reporting when your company is held by a trust. Now, that's true unless you have an LLC or a corporation that's held by a trust. That is another option. And as I have said many times before, if you choose to have a corporation or an LLC, you will have whatever tax liability comes along with that, including this beneficial ownership interest reporting that they're asking for. Now, since corporations and LLCs are not my wheelhouse, I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to stop right here after chapter 1, knowing my company is not a reporting company, and feel super safe and happy about that. So that's what I have to share with you about this small entity compliance beneficial ownership information reporting requirements document. It's super freaking simple. If you don't have an LLC, you don't have a registered business, you don't have a doing business as or any of those commercial entities, if you just have a public trust that holds a company that's doing business, you don't actually have to comply. You don't have to report. This doesn't apply. Now, for those of you that do have a corporation or an LLC, I'll refer you to a CPA or somebody that knows more about those things than I do. But if you're ready to be done with the registrations and the filings and the reporting, I encourage you to help yourself to the Outer Sovereignty Starter Kit, which I'll link in the description of the video. And that will get you well on your way to understanding the difference between the public and the private jurisdiction, and how to start making steps towards living in the private while having the ability to operate in commerce through a trust. Thank you so much for your time, energy, and attention today. Blessings on your way.